If you've been keeping an eye on luxury SUVs, you might have noticed that Infiniti has been a little quiet in recent years. Well, that silence just broke in a pretty bold way with the reveal of the Infiniti QX65 Monograph Concept at Monterey Car Week. Think of it as the sportier, sleeker, and more stylish sibling to the familiar three-row Infiniti QX60. Basically, if the QX60 is the responsible family SUV, the QX65 is its rebellious younger brother who shows up wearing designer sneakers and a leather jacket. So what exactly is the QX65? The simplest way to put it, it's a two-row fastback SUV based on the QX60. If that sounds familiar, that's because it follows the same formula as Audi's Q7 and Q8, or BMW's X5 and X6. Take the practicality of a three-row SUV, slice off the back row, give it a swoopier roofline, and boom, you've got a sportier, coupe-like SUV. Infiniti is calling this particular design the Monograph, which is their way of saying it's still a concept, but very close to what the production version will look like. Now here's where things get exciting. If you've been around the car scene for a while, you might remember the Infiniti FX, one of the OG sporty luxury SUVs from the early 2000s. That thing was a head-turner, big wheels, low roof, muscular stance, and actual performance chops. It wasn't just style for the sake of style. It could really move, especially with its available V8 engine. Infiniti eventually renamed it the QX70, but it bowed out back in 2017. Fans have been waiting for something to fill that gap ever since. Enter the QX65. Look at its roofline and you can instantly see the FX DNA coming through. It's almost like Infiniti is admitting that people missed that bold design, and they're finally ready to bring it back in a modern package. The monograph version rides on massive 22-inch wheels, with a sloping roof and a kicked-up tail that makes it look athletic from every angle. It's not just a QX60 with a haircut, it really does have a personality of its own. Of course, the question everyone is asking, what's under the hood? For now, Infiniti hasn't spilled the details. The QX60 uses a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 with 295 horsepower, which is fine for family hauling. If they do go that route, the QX65 could carve out a sweet spot in Infiniti's lineup. It would give buyers who don't need a third row a stylish, powerful alternative to the usual German suspects like the Audi Q8, BMW X6, or Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe. Plus, it would remind people that Infiniti still knows how to make a statement in the luxury SUV world. Even if you strip away the nostalgia and performance hopes, the QX65 is still an intriguing addition. It takes the handsome details of the QX60, like the sharp front end, bold grille, and clean interior, and adds a layer of flair that younger, style-conscious buyers are definitely looking for. And in a market where buyers often lean toward SUVs that look as good pulling up to a restaurant as they do hauling kids to school, Infiniti might just have a winner on its hands. Bottom line. The Infiniti QX65 Monograph Concept feels like a modern reinterpretation of the legendary FX, blending the practicality of today's SUVs with the sporty attitude that made the